Inflation numbers just came out and it's not good at all. I'm creating this short video for you guys right before I take off, but I just looked at it. Both headline inflation and core inflation both went up in a substantial way. Headline inflation, overall CPI, was supposed to go to 8.8% from 8.6%. No, it went to 9.1%, way more than expected. And in terms of core inflation, it was supposed to drop. No, that didn't drop either. Core inflation went up. So that is the really, really bad part. Because headline inflation, I was looking at the numbers and it seemed like most of the gains came from energy, which shot up because energy price went up by about 7.5%, if I recall. So that's a big jump. But we know from June to July, things have started coming down. So headline inflation, higher than expected. I guess not as bad because we know it could be adjusted downwards next month when they release CPI number for July. But the core inflation, that's the problem. Core inflation excludes energy already, excludes energy and food. And that was expected to come down by 0.2%. But no, rather than come down, it went up. And that's a much harder problem to solve. So this notion that inflation may be tapering out, that somehow it's going to start coming down, well, it didn't happen in June. It didn't happen in June. Now, right after this came out, I saw Bitcoin was coming right above 20,000 and then it just crashed right back down. Now it's about 91 as I'm filming this. So unfortunately, it has brought Bitcoin down. US markets have dropped significantly. Opening right now, the futures market Dow is minus 300. Right now, there could be a chance that things get better as the day goes on, right? But inflation numbers, just not good at this point, right? So stay strong, my friends. Like I've been saying for a while, we're facing a lot of headwinds right now, right? Bitcoin and crypto is facing a lot of things that is very hard to overcome. Very hard to overcome, but things will get better. Right now, all eyes are on Powell. We know that there's another FOMC meeting, right? There is going to be another rate hike, anywhere from 50 to 75 basis points. I don't think there's any talk about doing 100 basis points. But maybe after this horrible CPI data that we just received, maybe now there's talks about 100 basis point rise. I don't think so. I think most likely it's a 75 basis point lock again, but we will see. We will see, because last month it was unheard of for 75 basis point hike, and now it seems like we have just come to terms with that, and Wall Street's just basically say, okay, that's fine. But now maybe there's going to be talks about 100 basis points, which would be insane to think about, right? But this is a situation we're in, and let's hope Powell and his buddies know what they're doing. And right now we know that even though US is facing all these issues with inflation, Europe is going through the same thing. Japan is going through the same thing. Many other countries are going through the same thing, right? Citizens, people, countries, they're seeing their money basically disappear right in front of their eyes due to inflation, due to debasing, right? Look at what's going on with the euro, right? You put these things together, still, this is why so many are turning Bitcoin, why I'm in Bitcoin, and why it is going to pull through. Because Bitcoin was created to go against all these things, right? Go against the shenanigans that the Fed, that governments do. And look at where we are now with inflation, right? We are seeing inflation at a rising level that we haven't seen for how many decades? Markets have fallen since, it hasn't been this bad for markets since the 1800s for S&P 500. Think about that. Think about how bad markets have been so far, right? And this is due to all the printing that has happened over the last few years, and of course some external factors that we couldn't anticipate, like the war and stuff like that. But man, it's tough. It's tough right now, I know, right? But that's it for this video. Like I said, I'm gonna keep it short. Just want to give you guys an update on what has happened. Stay strong, my friends. We will get through this together. All right? Smash a like, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for my next video. I'll be streaming tonight, hopefully, but I do have another important video for you guys about wallets and how to safeguard your crypto that is coming up. Take care. Bye-bye.